Good afternoon. The Atlanta Police Department, we are so pleased to announce the arrest of the second of two shooters responsible for the exchanging of gunfire during the late night block party on August the 20th that led to the unfortunate wounding of 4 Atlanta University Center students. The second shooter was already out on signature bond from the Fulton County Jail for another shooting incident earlier this year. This second shooter is Ahmad Coleman, 25 years of age. He was taken into custody in Jackson, Mississippi on October the 10th. We are so fortunate to have our partners who assisted us with this apprehension, which was the U.S. Marshals Service. We also are enormously grateful for the dedication from our investigators who put timeless and effortless hours identifying this second shooter in this incident. Ahmad Coleman has been charged with the following charges: criminal attempt to commit murder, aggravated assault, aggravated battery, possession of a firearm during the commission of a felony, and reckless conduct. Again, we are so pleased that we now have in custody Ahmad Coleman, who was the second shooter in this unfortunate shooting.
So, Captain, how did it go down? So you found him in Mississippi. What was he doing there? Did he give it up? Was there a fight?
Well, through our investigations and great detective work, old school and new technology, we were able to locate where he was once he has been identified as the shooter in this incident.
But was there some kind of struggle, or did he give up willingly? Do you know?
We didn't have any struggle that took place within this. It went smoothly, and we're grateful for that, because within police work, we want to make sure that our officers remain safe and anyone who's assisting us with that. So there was no struggle taking him into custody, and we're so fortunate that he's in custody right now.
Was his family in Mississippi? And the reason I ask that is because could he have had accomplices, and could there be other charges against people?
Again, we want to make sure that when we're doing our investigation, we don't want to give so much of our information away as far as our investigation techniques. But we are so grateful that right now that he is in custody at this time. And so we're waiting for extradition back to the city of Atlanta.
Were you surprised that he was out on bond for such serious charges in the past?
Yes, we were very surprised. And again, that is a disappointing to know that this individual was out on a signature bond for 2 consecutive shootings that took place at 455 Fulton Street. Again, Chief Shields is so dedicated in making sure that the courts we're doing the right thing and making sure that we're keeping these violent individuals in custody. So again, it is unfortunate that he was out, but again, we're so glad that we got him in custody for this violent act. And let me stress this. This shooting should never have taken place. It shouldn't have never taken place. We are dedicated to making sure that our citizens of Atlanta remain safe, that our students are able to go to school and attend school in a safe environment. It shouldn't happen on the city of Atlanta streets. And let me say this, it won't happen on the city of Atlanta streets.
Yeah, because it's weird when you see the video of him shooting up, not once, but twice, to know that he's out on a signature bond.
Correct.
Like, what happened there? Who, I guess, fell through the cracks, or what fell through the cracks?
Again, we are very strong in our position that our court systems need to stand up, and we need to do better with this. It was fortunate that the loss of life did not take place with these 4 students. We're just fortunate. We're grateful in that, but it could have very well happened.
What would you want to say to him or anybody else who might think getting in a fight with guns, having a gun battle, among all those students is no big deal?
If you choose to be reckless, if you choose to commit violent activity, just know that you're going to be apprehended. The Atlanta Police Department is dedicated to making sure that we rid our streets of violent criminals, and we're going to do our part. So we suggest that you don't commit any activity or criminal activity in the city of Atlanta, because we are determined to make sure that our citizens remain safe.
I know you can't give up everything in investigation, but you have video of him in 2 different cases. Did
Yes.
you go back to that old video? Did that play a role in this case at all, this arrest?
At this point, it's just showing, and it's actually clearly showing the individual that we're dealing with. His mindset, his criminal activity, and the violence that he's willing to use. So again, we're so grateful that we're able to have him in custody at this time.
And again, there are only certain things you say, but do you think it could be gang-related? Can you talk about that?
We can't really get into anything else.
Or even the
with
motive? There was some kind of fight, I guess.
some kind of exchange or some kind of a fight. And unfortunate, it resulted in this reckless conduct that could have very well ended in a loss of life, not only with the 4 individuals that got struck, but the numerous of other individuals that were on campus at that time when that took place.
Was he a student at the school, or was he local? Is he like from here? I know you called him Mississippi, but is he from Mississippi or from here?
Yeah, he's from here.
Okay.
Yes.
Was he a student at the school?
No, he was not a student at the school.
In the video that you guys put out of him shooting up the apartment complex, I'm shocked that no one was hurt or killed there, right?
Yes, that's, again, another fortunate incident that no one was, didn't lose life, or no one was injured in that. But for the mindset of this individual to think that that is the way to go about with any, I don't know what his rationale was at that time. However, again, using an assault rifle in order to commit such criminal activity, it can't be tolerated. We cannot continue in this vein.
Less than 2 months is pretty good.
Yes.
The fact that you got him, what would you want to say about the dedication of your officers and the federal agents?
I'm elated that we have dedicated investigators who are putting in the work, putting in the time, the dedication, exhausting all leads and taking it personal. That not only do they work here, but making sure that they are in the mindset of protecting those that we've sworn to take an oath to do just that. And so my investigators, they are wonderful, and we appreciate them, and we also appreciate the U.S. Marshals for stepping in and helping us in order to make sure that we bring this person to justice.
Is there concern he might get bond again?
At this moment, we are hoping, and we're firm, and we believe that this time he will not get bond. We're going to be watching this very closely, as you can imagine, every step of the way to ensure that this person, Ahmad Coleman, stays in custody.
And in terms of time, prison time, any idea on how much, adding up all the charges, or are you still adding charges to?
Fred, I couldn't even give you that information as far as how much time you have.
I know when we did the story originally, we spoke with parents that were of the injured. But I mean, this didn't happen outside of town. This happened pretty much like right in the middle or edge of downtown.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want to tell the parents, not only that you guys can do, but just that the schools are safe, that they should continue enrolling their children there, that kind of thing?
Yes, we encouraged our parents to know, yes, this is an unfortunate incident that took place, but again, we want to make sure that we're working with our school systems as well, the campus police, and close partnership with them. But we want to make sure that you understand that your children will remain safe, that Atlanta Police Department is dedicated in doing just that. And we need the public support. We need that support. We utilize Crime Stoppers, and we just ask that the public utilize that. Any tips, any information they can give us, we will work every lead, every angle that is needed in order to make sure that we keep everyone safe. Atlanta is home to me. I take it personal, and so my thing of it is we got to make sure that we are imparting that information. Atlanta is a place where you can live and you can work and you can play and be safe, and we want your children here. We need your children here to understand that they're living and they're getting a great education right here in the city of Atlanta. So Atlanta Police Department is going to continue to do our part.
Speaking of Crime Stoppers, were there tips that helped you find him?
Through our investigation work, and once he was identified and we had other leads that were coming in, Crime Stoppers was actually a great avenue actually to give confirmation to what we've already developed. So again, that is a phenomenal tool, and we're asking that the city continue to utilize it.
Thank you.
All right, guys, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome.